Okay, so this is your Halloween outfit.
This is my Halloween outfit.
What would you rate it, Colin?
Would I rate it?
I think you gotta
Okay,
rate it.
the
Like, if he's gonna
badge-
come out here like this.
The badge is hilarious because it's just a picture of himself in the costume.
That is pretty good. I will give him that.
Like a badge is like you're not typically like in costume when you get the badge picture taken. Oh, the ankle, the socks.
What kind of
the
shoes are you
socks.
wearing with it? I think that's also an important trait that we have to discuss.
Yeah, what shoes?
What's
shoes?
your shoes?
So I'm not wearing any shoes because
Yeah,
my
it's-
bedroom is carpeted and I'm not a barbarian.
Oh, God.
But I do have some steel-toed shoes because you never know when a dinosaur bone might drop on your toesies. So yeah, this is my archaeologist costume for Halloween. Happy Halloween, folks.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Got it. Yeah, I'm ready for the spooky season. I can see Maeve. Looks like you've got somewhat of a Canadian tuxedo. That's
Yeah.
kind of
Except for I'm not wearing jeans, nor am
Oh.
I. The only
Well.
thing that's like slightly denim, but not even because it's just a blue shirt. Is the
Okay.
shirt.
And Colin, I see you're dressed up as a suburban teen from the 90s.
It's one of the background extras in Desperate Housewives.
Very festive this episode.
Hold on, I got it.
Really
John,
fun.
you look like the canoeing instructor at a summer camp.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Or someone that's there to explain like the laws of nature, but then you're pretty sure this is only like a weekend gig.
Yeah.
I'll splash you all day long, but if you splash me with your paddle, you're out of here,
He
kids.
gets so mad. Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many those camp counselors.
I'm getting like severe flashbacks right now.
They're dicks. They are. They're just they're assholes. Hello everybody, and welcome to the Good Comedy Podcast. This is the first time that we've introed this, and my name is
Nice.
Colin.
I'm John, and that bone's dusty.
And then today we have our very special guest. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
I'm not gonna lie, that intro made me want to slightly less be the guest. But I'm Maeve. Also, I'm like talking.
Maeve. The elusive Maeve has finally joined us, graced us with her presence on the
Yes.
podcast. Welcome.
You are welcome, and I am happy to grant this wish.
Yes, it's
What,
it's been a long, hard journey to get you on this.
A lot of me being busy.
Yeah, how many deserts, tundras, oceans have you had to cross to make it to this very location to film this very podcast?
So I think it was mostly desert, if we're real honest. Maybe like a little bit of a lake that I had to go over, but like, it's not that bad. We
Yeah.
got there.
Cool. Well, tell us, Maeve, what do you do? Who are you?
God, I don't like this question because I feel like
When
this
are
is just
you?
setting me up for failure.
What makes you you?
There's a lot of deep philosophical questions for Halloween, John. Maybe a few too many as we're recreating my horrors. I'm Maeve. I've been friends with John and Colin for a while now, since the days of Iowa. God, that's too long ago. That's like 4, 3, 5, 6 years ago. Terrible.
One of the above.
I'm currently a grad student at DePaul, and I am an intern. That is essentially what I do at the moment, and that's all I do at the moment. But yep,
Incredible.
thank you.
Now that we know who we are, where we are, and what we're doing, should we get into the first segment?
Oh God, he's got the first segment planned. That's a starter.
Is that unusual? Don't you
kind
guys
of.
plan your segments?
I mean,
I mean, yeah.
we usually
John
just
planned
do
segments. Yeah. Go ahead.
we
go
usually
ahead.
just do news, right?
Oh, news. All right.
News corner.
Okay. You're right. It's been a while. I've The structure of the podcast changes every time.
Cool. It's my first time here, so
Okay, this is normal. Don't worry, this is normal.
This is normal.
Yeah.
What we're doing here is normal.
So far.
So normal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Nothing suspicious here.
I am not at all about to like just leave.
John, do you have news?
Well, let's see here. The news. It's Halloween
It
this
is
season.
Halloween. Yeah. The first time
Another-
in a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
It has been
Yeah.
so long
Mhm.
since that's happened. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's a yearly thing.
John, could you name
Uh,
every Eternal?
Every Eternal?
Yeah.
Actors or
No, the actual names of the Eternals.
That's some good news. Well, breaking news. We finally have all of the Eternals, the names of the Eternals. We finally
can
know.
finally
'em.
name them.
We've got Gilgamesh, that bad boy from back in the day. He's got a man beast best friend that had sex with a deer and became sentient. I
That's
don't
good.
know the story.
I feel like
and
I'm getting
then-
spoilers right now.
And then we've got Travis Brockland. He's just a normal guy, kind of like Star-Lord. Went into space. He
But
loves
what's his name?
Travis Brockland. He loves acrylic paints. He's one of the Eternals. Then we've got Kumail Jackman Jr. He is the comedy guy. Oh man,
But
he's
what's his
so
character's
funny.
name?
He's
Come on.
Mr. Bollywood star, also known as Kendrick Silverstein.
I can't tell if you're
And-
like trying to say the actor's name or like
No, his character's name is Kendrick. That's his alter ego that nobody knows. It's Kendrick Silverstein. That's the superhero's name. The Eternals have been around for so long that they didn't really understand how to name themselves. They don't call themselves like Superman, Batman. They just thought the superhero names they gave themselves was like name, surname. So Kumail's playing Kendrick Silverstein, the super Bollywood star.
Okay, let me switch it
Well,
up. I'm gonna give you a fake one and then a real one, and I just either of you can just decide whether this is a real Eternal or fake. Like which one's the real one and which one's fake.
Are you sure? I've got all of them down. I know all of them.
you're killing it, John. You're really killing it.
Okay.
I'm floored.
Here's the first two. Khalil, Ajak.
Okay.
Oh, that's so good.
That's the one person's
One
name?
of those is fake and one of them's real.
I thought
Interesting. I'm going to say
Shit.
Ajak because Khalil is too close to Kumail.
I was thinking it's too close. I think Khalil might be right, but I'm also like double guessing on Ajax because it's a lot of them are based off of like Greek and like God or
Ajax.
like
Yeah.
God figure, right? It is Ajax.
Ajak.
Ajak.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and Khalil is also very close to Kal-El,
That's what
aka
I was thinking
Superman.
too.
So, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I'm interested to see what Maeve says.
Do I just do the opposite of John just to spice things up?
yeah, why not?
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
that Kal-El.
Okay. The real one is Ajak.
Boom! What did I say,
That
man?
sounded more correct.
All right. Kazon or Druig?
He hesitated for a little bit there, so it makes me think the fake one is the first one. I don't
Yeah.
even remember what he said.
I know everything
It's
on
just
the second too, but I don't know. I don't know any of these. I don't know if I've ever
Would-
actually read any of the Eternals.
Would
No
you
one
say
has. No one knows who they
Quasar,
are. Except John.
Quasar or who?
Uh,
Yeah.
Druid?
Druig.
Druig. Yeah, I do know them.
'Cause I'm big.
And it's obvious to me that the answer is right in front of our noses. So,
Which nose?
my nose, because
Oh,
I know the
yes.
truth.
Yes, I'm sorry, my mistake.
And I 100% am going to put my vote on Quasar. Is that what you said? Quasar. Yeah. 100%.
The real one is Druig.
Dang.
1-0.
You already got Gilgamesh. So,
That's right. Yeah, I did get Gilgamesh.
Um,
How many Eternals are there? There's like there's an
9?
infinite amount.
there's 60 Eternals. No,
Is it 9?
I think it might be 9. Let's see. Let's
Okay.
see.
Last round for all the biscuits.
Icarus, Kingo.
Oh, it's the first one.
No, it's definitely Kingo.
No, because
I
fucking
d-
misspelled Icarus.
No. It's Kingo because Kumail Nanjiani, who plays what did I say? Brockland, Mr. Brockland. He also likes to call himself Kingo. So
Pretty sure
it's
there's
just
an
his little
Icarus
nickname.
in there, but I think it's pronounced incorrect. Unless I'm pronouncing it, which is very possible.
What are the two names again, Colin?
Icarus and
Icarus.
Kingo.
Yeah. So I'm right? Yeah. We can just move on.
They're both Eternals. Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Incredible. Little bait and switch there.
Yeah. I don't know.
Damn.
Okay.
So I won
there you go.
this, obviously.
Then we have
And that's the news.
Makari and
Makari.
Phaistos and Cersei.
Okay, because that's
Cersei.
off of Cersei.
There's one named Sprite. There's
Just a Sprite.
Is
And
that
Thena.
the child?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
child.
And Thena,
And
you said?
Thena?
Okay.
That's
so they're all
Angelina
just like
Jolie.
they're all just like ancient mythical characters misspelled.
'Cause they're
Yeah.
supposed to be like these deity-like figures, right?
Yeah.
And
But
that's
we
like
already
they're
have,
pulled
like-
from history.
What's the difference
guess so.
between them and like Thor?
It's also a great question because I think like Hercules too, or isn't Hercules and I think even like the Greek gods are in Marvel, or is that only in DC?
I know
It's-
DC,
I think they
they're
are.
pretty big in DC.
Okay.
There's at least
I know they're much bigger in DC, but for some reason I feel like there's also some Greek myth in Marvel
Right?
as well.
I thought there was.
Which is
Maybe I'm
confusing.
off.
Do
I
you have
wonder
any-
if it's like. Oh, no, you go.
No, go ahead, please. I
I
have
was
nothing to say.
I was wondering if it's like because the Marvel got all the Vikings, so then DC's like, yo, dog, let's just take all the Greeks in terms of gods, so that's like their Valhalla kind of vibe.
Yeah. I dare to bet though that there's a Hercules comic in Marvel.
There's definitely a Hercules for both, because I feel like that's something that I've seen.
Yeah. There's a Hercules Panhellenios on Earth 616 of the Marvel database.
Tight.
Interesting.
Maeve, do you have any news?
Do I have what?
Do you have any news? Any news that you want us to talk about?
My elevator's broken. I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
that
it
sucks.
does. It really does, because there's no way to get to my car unless I take the elevator. So I have to do like a very weird. Like I have to go to the other elevator, but it's too much, man. Too much.
Wait. There's two elevators
There's
going
two
to the same
elevators,
place?
but it's like the other one's across the building, and I feel like a jerk who has to go only like a very small way, or like down a floor to get to my actual car, because the stairs don't take you there.
That seems kind of like a fire hazard that the stairs wouldn't take you to your car as well.
It's on the second floor, but it takes me out to the ground floor.
Do you
so
drive
I won't
away
be
from
done.
fire? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Well, the
I don't
fire
know.
alarm-
If the fire alarm goes off, this is the first
will
thing that I would
say-
do is go into the garage and get my car and drive away.
The
Think of
fire,
how cool you would look as you drove through, ramped out into the flames.
the fire alarms did go off, and a lot of people did get their car immediately. So it took them like 40 minutes to get everyone out.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Well, that's some Juicy news right
What do you
there.
think's gonna happen? Your car's made of metal, and it's in like a concrete case. Like the
It's-
non-flammable part of the building is where your car is.
It's a very weird apartment. You've been in there.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's people like myself who are doing it through Airbnb, and then there's people that actually live there and, like, I assume are part of the entertainment industry, and they have very, very expensive cars.
Huh.
But no insurance.
So they get to
Apparently.
ramp out of the flames first.
They do. They literally roll it over us, and we're like, "It's fine. Your car is very expensive. We understand." And they
We're
make
sorry,
the fire
we're
truck
in your
wait
way.
for them. Exactly. Yeah, I'm
Please
just
run
road
over
father.
me. Yeah.
Father, sacrifice to the flames. I get it.
Mm-hmm. It's good to know our place.
It's good. We just got to be reminded. of
Here
it, you
comes the
guys.
mystery. I saw it. Yeah, I knew it.
Well, that's been News Corner. And now
Is that it?
Yeah.
I thought there was gonna
that's
be okay.
that's the podcast.
No.
See you guys.
No, I thought your music. I thought you were gonna have like a longer interview.
Oh, he does. He does. We just can't hear it on Discord. It's the funniest bit that the audience isn't in on. Is that we hear one note.
Well, next week could be anything. We'll have
Yeah.
to find out.
Do you want to talk about dog breeds and how I know too much about them?
Let's talk about dog breeds. Guest
I got
segment.
Pretty good amount of that one.
Yeah,
I also
right.
have a harmonica.
So
You
guys
have a
should do
harmonica?
Yeah, hold on.
Harmonica off.
Hold on. I don't
How
know
have
why
we
I've
not
never
had
thought
a
about this
dual
before.
harmonica?
How have you not fought like a dual harmonica?
Like fighting, like sword fighting with
Harmonica
harmonicas?
is to the death. I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah.
I want to see who would win.
I
Exactly.
took
Look at
some
these
hand to
moves.
hand.
I can't tell if it's a comb or if it's a harmonica. It's great. It's great.
It's a little bit of both. Ooh, yours
bit
is
of both.
gold. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's pretty.
I'm kind
impressive.
of. Wow. Why am I the one doing the in betweens for segments?
We
Your
both just
harmonica
play
is
it now.
beautiful.
All right, let's intro this guest segment.
Okay.
That was really good. And I'm really sad you guys haven't done that yet.
Guest segment. Here we are.
Yeah.
Talking. How do we talk about dog breeds, Maeve?
Yeah.
Great question. There are so many of them. I guess we could start off with how many do you guys know?
How many do I know? So many. Kingo,
So many.
Gilgamesh, Thena,
Kumail Nanjiani.
Sprite.
Is that an offensive thing to say about these characters?
Oh no.
Did I just cancel your
Oh
podcast?
no. Oh no.
All we know is, Maeve, that there's at least 60 breeds of dogs.
Yes.
I think there's more than that.
5. Let's see. Well,
Five's closer.
I've had Shiba Inus and Chihuahua,
That's good.
Lab,
Good.
Husky.
Wait, you can also break the Labrador into multiple different
Oh,
sectors too
black
if you wanted
lab.
to. There's a black. Well, besides color, if you really want to
Oh.
get into it,
Oh, okay.
there's like an English Labrador, but
Labrador
there's also
Retriever.
the American Labrador. There's also the curly coat Labrador. You got Labrador Retriever. I don't know if
Oh,
that's
we're
the
going
same thing or if
wild. Yeah.
What? Hold up. Isn't a Labrador Retriever just a retriever? Because they're
Well-
like the same dog. One just has longer hair, right?
they're two different breeds, but I think they're like
Okay.
from the same family, so I don't really know what it looks like. Because I think you can technically get a long coat lab, and it's still not the same thing as a
Wow.
Labrador Retriever.
Okay, let's see.
Now we gotta Google this.
Akita,
Akita's a good one.
Golden Retriever,
Good
Bulldog.
pick.
English Bulldog.
A lot of different bulldogs. You got English,
Um,
American, Stanford. I think that's it.
There's a
Pitbull.
dog specifically for the college Stanford.
Yep. I think I said that wrong. I think it's called something else. Stratford?
Hounds. Lots of different hounds.
A lot of different hounds. You got Iberian. You got
Gray.
gray bloodhound. You got I feel like I should know more.
Wolf
Iberian.
dog.
wolf dog, Irish wolf dog. You got a deer hound. I just discovered that one because I got that Jeopardy question incorrectly, and I was very upset.
Ah.
Sheepdog.
So,
Sheepdog.
Oh,
Dog. Dog.
I
Dog.
feel like
Cheetahs.
saying cheetah.
Cat. Dog.
I mean, like
Yeah, I'm
also
pretty sure
for
the
cheetahs
cheetah-
though.
Cheetah. Cheetah's like a kind of dog. Kind of.
Yeah,
kind of
But
a
it's
dog.
more
They
like a
do,
cat, but it's a dog.
They do pair dogs with cheetahs to keep them from social anxiety,
Yeah.
especially in
Wow.
zoos. Another fun fact.
So what
Panda bear.
Panda?
Yeah.
Yep. What does this knowledge? Where did you get this knowledge, Maeve? And
So
why?
I have this knowledge because my sisters and I wanted a dog for so bad, but my dad is very severely allergic. So we kept trying to like come up with ways to like actually push this agenda a little bit further and further. So I ended up doing a lot of research on it, and then we never got dogs. So I had a terrible childhood.
So just car shopping, Craigslist for dogs.
Yep. Looked at a lot of dogs. I occasionally will sometimes look at animal shelters for dogs, but I will not get a dog for quite a while.
How's the how much fuel does each dog like waste? How many miles per gallon does each breed have?
Ooh,
Well,
excellent
Greyhound gets
question.
pretty good. I was
does
on a
depend on
Greyhound
the
once.
dog
It went pretty
breed.
far.
Greyhounds will run pretty far, but like I want to say beagles. Actually, beagles are pretty speedy.
Yeah.
Probably English bulldogs are less in the tank. They obviously have a very bigger tank, but terrible gas
Right.
mileage.
Yeah. I
If
put
you
like
were to-
once in the Greyhound, like I put the luggage into the dog, and the driver was like, "Yeah, that's good. You can do that." And
Would
then,
you put the?
then
the
we
luggage-
drove like between states, and then I got the luggage out of the dog. It was a giant dog, by the way. I was inside the dog.
Yeah, Clifford the Big Red Dog, the live action, that is a legitimate dog too.
Really good leg
Clifford.
room too. Strangely,
Yeah. Excellent.
yeah. Clifford's the breed of dog.
Yep.
The Clifford dog.
He's just a big dog species.
Oh no, he's
just
a big
dog.
red. That's what he is.
He's a big
He's a
red.
big
That's
red.
right. What when you're old and retired and you've got lots of good monies, what's like the dream, the luxury dog that you're
Ooh.
gonna cruise on Sunday
Great-
afternoons just to
great
show off to the
question.
neighborhood?
I think it's
Direwolf.
between Direwolf would be fun. That'd be wild. I think it'd be split because I really want a Scotty, like a Scottish Terrier.
Mhm.
I think they're cute. I also want a Schnauzer. I think they're cute. Then I also want a Dalmatian.
Okay.
Right? Also, my family was big on Dalmatians. Like, my sister was obsessed with them. We had a lot of Dalmatians in the house, but I think they're pretty
How
cool.
many Dalmatians?
I wouldn't do 101. That seems like too much. That's a lot of Dalmatians. I don't even think Glenn Close really had an idea of what she's getting into when she's trying to get them off.
Yeah, it wasn't a thought out plan, really.
Not at all.
What's the zero dog? Like
Oh, zero
that I would
dog.
never get.
The
Good
economy
question.
dog.
I think it's got to be something with like the ones with their noses like really flat against their face. So it would be like a pug or like probably a bulldog. I actually kind of like the way they're cute animals, but they're really bad like in terms of health. Even then, like
Yeah.
I probably would end up getting a Dalmatian because they also have terrible health too. Especially like
Right.
a lot of heart conditions, and they tend to last only like 7 years.
You gotta change the engine every 7 years, yeah.
Exactly. That's yep. Exactly that. Yep.
Shoot. I don't know what the worst dog would be. I mean, they're all just so nice, right?
But one's gotta go.
So that one's gotta
There's
go.
also like not Shiba Ins, it's Chow Chows. They're super aggressive.
Chow
But
Chows.
they're also super like possessive of their owner. So that one would be a
Mm.
good one for like if you wanted a family later on. Interesting
Yeah.
dog breed. They're just kind of nasty though.
Not enough room to put the baby seats in.
Yeah, I think I also wouldn't want a dog that's like super energetic, like a German Shepherd or Andalus, which are the ones, or a Malamute too. It's like the ones that they're switching into like for police stations and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah.
They're little too much.
There's
Too
a lot
much.
of wild
What-
cats, but I feel like there's not a lot of wild dogs. Besides, like,
Not in-
wolves.
The
Coyotes, foxes.
US.
Is
the US
fox
is
like a
pretty-
dog? Or is it like...
I don't know.
If you're
It
like...
looks like
you
a
look at a
dog.
tiger and you look at a cat and you're like, yeah, those two things are the same.
I
And then you
wanna
look at,
say-
like... A, dogs kill wolves. Or not wolves. Foxes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Huh?
I do think foxes are, excuse me, closer to cats though, aren't they? But maybe I'm
Are
wrong.
they?
They are kind of
I don't know.
catty.
They're very catty.
They're very catty. I
Very
once talked to a
clever.
fox. Worst time of my life. I have self-esteem issues now.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I guess the fox is the worst dog then.
Yep. I'm glad they are trying to. There are like groups that are trying to like make them like domesticate them.
Yeah.
You know,
especially in,
I've
like,
heard
Russia,
that they
too.
can't
Yeah.
do it.
Well, it's like one of those things you have to like breed into it or like
Mhm.
Yeah.
eventually get it to like get there.
But-
And it's currently not.
Like fox pee, like fox piss, smells so bad and you can't get it out of anything if they pee on it.
Do you have experience with fox piss? Is that what you're telling us, Colin?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this fucking catty ass fox came into my house, pissed all
pissed
over my
on him.
house, and then
Peed right
walked
all over
out,
him.
and I sent my dog after him.
How did it get in your house in the first place? Also, I don't know if butters can.
Well, I thought it was like, I was like, oh, that's kind of like that's some sort of like dog, and then it got in, and I was
Yeah.
like, no, wait, this is like some sort of cat, and then it was too late by then.
The fox was
Wait.
like, "Hey, screw you, Colin."
So it's cool for random dogs to come in, but not random.
What's
yeah, there's
this, your
always just
PS3?
stray dogs walking into my house.
Wow, it's kind of weird for you too, then, John.
Oh, this is such a great picture of your family. It would be a shame if someone peed on it.
Yeah, it did say that. It did say that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it made me cry.
Wow, swipe or no swiping, am I right?
Where was Dora when
Where
we
was
needed her the
Dora?
most?
That was when she's filming her movie.
Incredible. Well, that's a good segment. Thank you.
Thank you. My
That was
dog
another rendition of Guest Corner.
knowledge. That was really good.
All right, folks. We've got some show for you today. I've got another segment for you.
Shit, the podcast hasn't even started yet.
Oh God, I
Oh.
thought we were almost over.
Oh no.
Oh, wait.
Oh no.
Hello, it's me.
Oh no. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Talk about
Alright.
a disaster.
Well, everyone, welcome to the Mystery Corner. Welcome again.
I don't like that. I'm sorry, Colin. You're doing so good. That's a no from me.
The battling harmonicas is going to ruin this podcast. It's tearing us apart.
Apparently.
Welcome everyone to the Mystery Corner, where I read you a mini mystery and see if
Ew.
you are the true detectives we've been looking for.
Is that why you're an
Um,
archaeologist?
No, that's for Halloween, but this is my
these
mystery
are two,
hat.
That's the mystery hat. Different from the other hat. The other wide-brimmed hat.
As opposed to my other brown, tan.
See, that's an
white brim.
archaeologist hat. But this hat, this one's the mystery hat.
This one has some intrigue to it, you know?
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm just going to read through the whole thing and feel free to interject whenever. We sometimes break it into thirds, but let's just keep this ball rolling. This one's a quick one.
All right.
Today we've got this one's called
Wait.
Curious.
I have to prep because I'm the only veteran
yeah.
of this game. Okay,
Right.
Maeve.
Wait,
ans-
so you've done this game?
Yes.
It's not a mystery?
I've done this
It's
multiple
a well-known
times.
game.
No.
No, it's
a
a
new
whole
mystery.
book of mysteries.
Try
It's a whole
to
book of
listen
mystery.
to the mystery is going to be, there's going to be one detail in the story that gives it away. So you have to be on top of the one thing it tries to slide past you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just try and, like, keep... If it doesn't make sense, if there's some detail that doesn't make sense, that's probably it. So just try and keep your mind sharp for that.
Only a true detective keeps their mind sharp. We'll see if Maeve is one of them.
I think we're 2 for 3 right now.
Yeah. A Curious Disappearance by Anna Kittrell. Thank you, Anna. Detective Connors felt as if he'd been dragged into the colorful pages of a children's storybook. Surrounded by cardboard nursery rhyme characters, he scratched down notes as the town librarian rambled on. People like Mrs. Tipton made his job easier. She loved to talk just to hear her head rattle, his mother would have said. Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Tell me if I've got it straight so far. He squinted at his notebook. Library employees Liddell Jenkins and Richard Platter stayed after hours last night to get things ready for the Tot Time Story Hour, scheduled at 9 this morning. That's right. That's right. They both love children, but just graduated from high school. Matter of fact, today is Liddell's 18th birthday. The librarian dissolved into a wash of tears. Detective Connors handed her a tissue. Thank you. She honked her nose. Their parents are both worried sick. It's not like they just leave. Both of them seem to get along with their parents. Oh yes, Richard's father is nice as can be. He's a pig farmer. He hoped Richard would follow in his footsteps, but he's not that type. He loves books. What about Liddell's folks? Miss Jenkins is nice enough, but... Mrs. Tipton glanced around. Well, she's a hypochondriac. Most days she's in bed, always reminding Liddell how she needs her to take care of her and can't live without her. The detective made a note. Neither of the kids have a car? No, sir. Richard's mother picks him up after work. Sometimes I give Liddell a ride. Her mother usually runs late. Thoughts so far?
Okay, so wait.
Okay. The kids are missing. That's the mystery.
Kids are missing. That's the mystery.
The girl's mom is a hypochondriac.
Mm-hmm.
It did just say that her mom usually runs late, even though she's apparently always bedridden.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good call. And then the librarian, right, is the one that usually gives them a ride.
It didn't say it. It wasn't saying the boy
Unless I misheard that.
whose dad is a pig farmer.
Mrs. Tipton sometimes gives Liddell Jenkins a ride because her mom is sometimes late, whereas Richard Platter's dad is the pig farmer.
Oh, so it's 2 kids, not...
But he gets picked up by his mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the mom is bedridden.
No.
Liddell's mom
They're
is
not
bedridden.
related.
There's
They
too
have
many
2
movies.
different sets of parents. The boy, his dad is a pig farmer. You gotta keep this sharp. You gotta keep it in your mind.
Okay.
You gotta stay sharp, Maeve.
Can I ask, can we, like, write this down? Like, are we allowed to pull up a...
No
Just-
time for notes.
So, the boy, his dad's a
Okay.
pig farmer. He gets picked up by his mom. The girl, her mom is a hypochondriac. Somehow the mom still picks her up. Keep that in your mind. Maybe that's something.
Whose birthday is it?
It is the girl's birthday, her 18th birthday.
Liddell, right?
Yeah.
Liddell. Okay.
Okay. And there's the librarian that's explaining all this, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And the librarian is... Do you have a name, or does she really not matter? She's just telling the
Mrs.
story.
Tipton. She
Okay,
loves
so she's
these
the one
kiddos.
giving the ride. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
To the girl.
The
Yes.
girl. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
Keep
Great.
going.
Okay. Her mother usually runs late. And you say $76 were taken from the cash register? Yes! It was money we collected from lost books and late fees. The monster had the audacity to leave an IOU. He knows we'll never see that money or those kids again. He's just mocking us. Tissue fragments sailed through the air as Mrs. Tipton blew straight through her Kleenex. Detective Connors handed her another. The children's book you mentioned earlier. The one that was left on the circulation desk. May I see it? Of course. She bustled to the counter. My employees would never leave a book lying around. Library workers are meticulous. A place for every book, and every book in its place. She handed the book to the detective. "Hey, diddle diddle," he read aloud. She leaned in close. "I believe it's some type of clue left by the kidnapper." Detective Connors opened the book. "I remember Mrs. Grider reading this same nursery rhyme back in primary school." He read over the last page twice and laughed. Mrs. Tipton gasped. "I'm glad you're enjoying the story, detective, but this is hardly the time." "My apologies, ma'am." He handed the book back to her with a smile. "But if you'll excuse me, I'm going to the bus station next door." "A bus station? I don't understand. What about the kidnapping?"
Wait, yeah.
The
okay,
robbery?
all right. Can I
Are
say
you for
something?
real?
Is the mystery that they weren't kidnapped, they just ran away together?
I guess we'll find out.
I think,
That's
yeah.
kinda weak.
Because I thought that was... I was like... Even at the beginning, I was like, yeah, they probably ran away together, but there has to be something, right? But it's... Yeah,
thought
it's
there
that
was
they
gonna be a
ran away
murder.
to... And the dish ran
Where's
away
the
with the spoon.
murder?
It's a clue that... Hey, diddle diddle. The dish ran away with the spoon, right? Yeah.
What a lame clue.
Yeah.
I'm
Interesting.
so disappointed.
Well,
And they're going to
see.
the bus station and they got money for a bus ticket. Yep.
Interesting. Well, could be, could not be. I'm still interested in who might have murdered these children.
Yeah.
Bus station? I don't understand. What about the kidnapping? The robbery? She shook the book at him. What about Hey Diddle Diddle? Detective Connor smiled. "Oh, this isn't a case of kidnapping, Mrs. Tipton. It's a case of conjugal kitchenware. Good night, Mrs. Tipton. I'll be in touch soon with an update."
What was that?
He tucked away his notebook and left the building, chuckling as he made his way down the sidewalk. And the question is,
Okay.
what did the detective discover?
That they were just running away together.
Maeve, do you have any other?
Oh, sorry, I got
Uh,
distracted. That freaked me
thoughts?
out for a second.
Oh, yeah. I
Um,
hear that too.
Yeah, no, I think he's absolutely correct. They just ran away together and they're like lovers or whatever. And I'm kind of disappointed that that's the mystery. I was waiting for the murder. What happened?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the clue was in Hey Diddle Diddle?
The dish ran away with the spoon.
Yeah.
Why is
And
that
the
the clue?
detective literally said like conjugal dishware as like
Oh,
this
that's
is a
true.
case of conjugal dishware.
It's also like what kidnapper would do an IOU?
Yeah.
And like
A thoughtful
they
one?
like the
Yeah.
library, so they gave it an IOU.
I still want to check out books, but I also want to kidnap these people. Let's do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin my relationship with the public library, but I really want to murder these kids.
That's right. Save our libraries, you guys.
So?
Yeah. No, that's like, damn.
That's
where's the
it.
body?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, congrats, detectives. You are correct. As librarian Tipton suspected, Hey Diddle Diddle was a code. A clue not left behind by kidnappers, but by the runaway dish and spoon themselves. Platter, the last name of the boy, or dish,
It was
and Liddell,
even that like coded
and Liddell spelled capital L-A,
like
capital
ladle.
D-E-L.
Oh my
like
fucking
ladle or
God.
the spoon. The couple married on Liddell's 18th birthday and set off to enjoy a honeymoon. The IOU was for
Her
the
18th
$76
birthday.
they borrowed to buy their bus tickets.
Good lord, that one was riddled with clues. Like even the 18th
Yeah.
birthday thing, and yeah,
The 18th birthday, I feel, is like semi clever, but I'm upset about this whole book thing. Like, who in their right mind would be like, yeah, you know that book, Hey Diddle Diddle?
yeah, and he's like, oh, this will be a perfect clue because
Right?
my last name is Dish and your last name is
We're connecting
Ladle.
this as we need to get out of here as soon as possible.
There's
Excellent.
platter, yeah, platter and ladle.
Only the librarians. Well, that's been another mystery corner. Successful.
75% efficiency.
Incredible.
That was like a trick
Well-
shot for the harmonica. That's pretty good.
Do we have anything else, or should we get to the main event?
Probably probably the main event then.
There's a main event. I
Yeah,
thought
we
this-
we end it the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have
Our
now
final
we
segment.
now have 2 consistent. I suppose we do have like 4 consistent things. We have
Yeah.
news, guest segment,
Guess.
mystery, then the. We don't have a name for it, which is hilarious because it's our longest lasting thing.
I think it's called Let's Make That Movie.
Oh, okay.
So far.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
So we've got a genuine show on our hands, folks.
It
Let's get to
finally
it.
came together.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of left out because I don't have a harmonica.
I've got it other instruments, but it's too late. We're moving on. Colin, would you do the honors of explaining this segment?
Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, so basically, you're gonna pick some stuff, like protagonist and theme or something like that, whatever he tells you. And then I'm gonna come in, and then I'm gonna pick some stuff. And he's picking things right now because he's never ready. And then, can you hear
What's
that?
happening?
Can
I
you hear
can't.
that through my mic?
A little bit.
It's one
What's going
backyard.
on?
They don't need a fucking PA system. There's
Is there a party?
for the audience, there is like literally like a party being thrown in our next door neighbor, like
Oh,
right
hell
across, like straight across from where I am right now, where I'm facing. There's a party, like a giant party,
Let's crash that party. Let's
and
get on
they
the streets.
they apparently have some giant speaker that is now blasting. So sorry about
we just
that.
need our own PA system to be like, yo, how's the party?
Is the party worth it?
It's
So-
really
Let's hit the
loud.
streets. Let's do some street reporting. See
Okay.
what's going on.
Are you ready for me to take it?
I'm
off?
ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So Maeve, Colin's gonna take his headphones off, and I'm going to give you 2 prompts to make our film. You you have the option of filling out 2 of these 4: protagonist, setting, conflict, or theme.
Oh, so I get a pick.
Yep.
Let's do theme and then setting.
Okay. What's the setting then?
Ooh, let's do the next door neighbor's party.
Next door neighbor's party. Incredible. Okay.
And then-
And the theme?
Let's do shit. Let's do revenge.
Revenge. Revenge is the theme. That's it. Nothing to
Yep.
be said about revenge, just revenge. I like it. It's to the point. Okay.
We don't
We'll
learn
wave-
anything. Just revenge.
We'll wave Colin back on.
Did
Get
you guys hear
back
the
over
here.
cheers? Like the loud group of, like the giant group of people cheering?
Yep.
They're cheering for you.
Yeah, I waved. I was like, hey.
They can see me.
All right, Colin, you've got 2 more: protagonist and conflict.
Okay. Protagonist and conflict?
Yep.
The protagonist is a librarian,
Okay.
and the conflict is the library has run out of funding.
Lost library funding. Okay. Okay. So, our film that we need to create involves the protagonist, the librarian, against their foe, the big red dog, at a next door neighbor's party in this superhero film where the library lost its funding and the theme is revenge.
Revenge?
Yeah,
Who's
just
the
revenge.
antagonist?
The antagonist is a big red dog.
That dog's why they lost the funding.
I like it because it could either be that the dog sat in the library and then it just
Yeah.
there's nothing to,
They can't rebuild.
or it just
Is it
ate.
worth to Is
A
it worth
dog ate
rebuilding
my
at this
funding.
point?
They were
Did we
pulling
already
up
find
like
the title?
a dump truck full of money, and then the dog just came and ate right out of it.
I love that.
Yeah. So the next door neighbor, the librarian protagonist lives next to their library boss, who's going to have like a fundraiser at their house. So the next door neighbor is having a party fundraiser
Yes.
for the library.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it something where it's like
And
they
then-
have to go to the party to negotiate funding for the library,
But-
and it's like something that they have to try to slyly do.
But then the next door neighbor's like, "Oh, have you met my dog?" And it's the big red dog. And then the librarian's like, "It's revenge time at this party."
We can't forget also, this is a superhero film. So,
Oh, good.
Oh.
What?
yeah, that's the genre, superhero.
Okay.
Okay, so
So-
the easy fix would be that this is like a library for superheroes.
Interesting.
Oh,
And
the
Or
big
the
potentially-
red dog.
librarian is a superhero.
I assume like the big red dog too itself is a superhero. Like, because I would think it's
Yeah.
something like,
Yeah.
who's the dog that shit? What's her name owns? I think it was Captain Marvel for a while, the original one. It's like this huge looking English bulldog looking thing. I can't remember his name. It's Marvel
I'm not
though.
sure. I know Superman used to have like
Crypto.
super dog.
Crypto,
Crypto,
the
that's
super
it.
dog.
He's got Crypto the super dog, and then there's a cat too, I think.
And there's a standalone film of a dog that's a superhero. I don't remember its name, but back in the day, do you guys
Underdog.
remember this? Underdog.
yeah.
Incredible.
The dude from My Name Is Earl is in it, isn't it? Or am I?
Yes, he's the voice
Yep.
of the dog.
So there's lots of accounts of dogs having superpowers. That's fine.
No, but it's like this. I think the dog itself is he's a super dog or whatever.
Yeah, he's like
So
a
it's also
super dog.
why he got away with it, because it's like part of the city. Like, what's more important, saving the city or saving the library?
What the hell is going on, John?
I figured it out.
Okay.
The librarian, it could either be like a superhero library, or the librarian's a superhero, but their secret lair is underneath the library, and they have like all their superhero gadgets and stuff under the library, but they've lost funding, so they're running out of superhero funding.
I do like the idea that it's like Batman's cave, but like because the library collapsed, they just can't access the underground bunker.
Yeah, and big red dogs like laid siege on the library or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
But there's also a party.
What's his superhero name? What kind of superhero would a librarian be?
I feel like this would be like,
Bookworm.
oh, Bookworm's
Clipboard.
good. I like that one.
Bookworm.
And it's a giant sentient worm.
Instead of the Riddler, it's the Reader.
The Riddler.
The
What's the librarian's power?
They just sit there and they
Books.
read the book. They have
They-
really proficient speed
they
reading.
touch any book and they know what's in it.
That's a good
Ooh.
power, though.
That's a good power, yeah. So it's kind of like a detective that can like research really fast by touching books and stuff.
I do feel like with the revenge plot, though, he stops becoming the hero and he suddenly becomes a supervillain because of this dude. Because I think the Big Red Dogs is a hero, and I think that's why the town or like the city was like, yeah, we'll help this dog out, but we won't help out the funding.
Oh, interesting. So it's the big red dog is truly the protagonist, but it's like an anti-hero.
Well, I think the Big Red Dog is still the antagonist, but he's someone that
Okay.
like in this world has been viewed as a hero for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
at. Yeah.
How does the conflict resolve?
At the party.
He needs a big chocolate bar.
Kills the big red dog with a giant chocolate bar so that the big red dog stops sitting on the library so they don't have to constantly rebuild.
Oh
My
no,
other
he got
take-
to the giant chocolate. Who could have Who could have known this
Is
would
that the
happen?
librarian eats the dog's food, so then it's like a quid pro quo for like an eye for an eye. Not as good because it's like too much food, and then
Oh,
oh, we have
What
a
if-
bestseller.
what if the neighbor party is where the dog lives? So the hero and the villain live next to each other. The villain, the dog, is having a party at their dog house. And to get back at the dog, Bookworm or the Riddler, whichever one, sits on the dog house and breaks that. So it's like an eye for an eye.
Would he be able to squish the doghouse though if it's a big dog?
There's
With
got
a
to be a
big
book about
book.
demolition.
He just hits it with
How-
War and Peace. Oh damn, that's a big book.
Oh man, that's a big book.
I read it in a second.
Don't need to brag.
He's like, I gotta
Riddler.
get ready for my fight with the big dog, and then he touches like Sun Tzu, Art of War. I'm
do love
ready.
the idea of him
have I not
going
read this
up
already?
to like Clifford the Big Red Dog and being like, "Yeah, you can't read because you're a dog."
You're a big dumb dog, not a
You're
big red dog.
You're a big
I-
dog. You're big and
It should be
stupid like
like
a dog.
regular dog. It's just big.
I can read and you can't because you're just a stupid dog that eats money.
And that really hurts. And the community's like, whoa, Riddler, that's not cool, bro.
I think the community should find out that he killed the dog with dog poison. Or,
Jesus.
Yeah, I think it has to be like a Watchmen ending.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, right at the end it all breaks.
This isn't a happy ending. Absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
This should end up like the Joker. We need a.
It's the
The
origin
Riddler.
story of the Riddler, who is truly the villain. Yeah.
I'm here for it. I may
Yeah.
watch it 2 weeks after it comes out.
Yeah. Okay. I can
I'd
kind of see
pirate
that
that one.
happening.
I would pirate that one. Wait till it's
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Okay. So what's the title of this superhero film?
My quick take is The Bookening.
The Bookening.
But I don't like. Oh, you could do something where it's like the bookend. So then it's like the end of a chapter, and then also it's like it sounds like it's overly thought out for what this movie actually is.
Yeah, yeah. We could do just Riddler, like
Riddler
Joker.
would be a good one. I like that.
It's a little
Clifford
obvious.
the Big Dead Dog.
You gotta put the ending in the title.
The
so
Bookening.
that-
Clifford the Big Red Dead Dog.
The big
Yeah.
Clifford the Dead Dog.
We start our opening image as the dead dog.
Yep. You're probably wondering
People are
how
gonna
I
love
got in
this
this
movie.
situation.
If you love Marley and
love
me, you will
movie.
love this.
People will love a protagonist whose main goal is to kill a dog.
It's a big dog, so it's fine.
Okay, so are we settled on the Bookening, Clifford the Big Dead
Dead
Dog?
dog.
That's perfect.
Okay. And what's the tagline line?
The dog dies in the end.
The dog dies.
We're not gonna lie to you. The dog dies in the end.
The Bookening Clifford the Big Dead Dog. The dog dies at the end. There's a dead dog in this movie.
We're trying to really slam that home so we don't catch anyone off guard.
With like a sad, like a single tear emoji.
This should be PG.
See it with the family. He's like an animated DreamWorks film.
Yeah, obviously. It's kind of like Megamind, right?
It's exactly like Megamind.
Kind of the vibe I was
Exactly.
getting.
Yeah.
It is like Megamind if he was trying to kill a dog.
Brad Pitt should voice the dog, too.
I agree. Yeah. Wow.
Brad
Guys-
Pitt voices the dog. Wasn't it just gonna be a normal big
Oh, no.
dog? He acts like a normal dog.
Yeah, Yeah, it's like Groot, where they have Vin Diesel just saying Groot over and over again.
Yeah.
But it's just Brad Pitt barking.
Bark, bark,
He should be like bark, bark.
bark, 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 bark.
He could probably evoke a lot of emotion just by saying bark,
Bark.
different ways.
Bark,
I'm here
bark.
for it. I'm here for it.
Bark. I'm incredible. Well, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite movie we've made, but boy oh
Should
boy,
I'm-
it's
It's our most ambitious.
it's very ambitious. Yeah. We're not here to please the audience. We're here to
No.
make them question themselves.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a movie that explores whether or not killing a dog is a morally justifiable action.
And it's the revenge story. We're perfect. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Is the protection of knowledge worth killing a dog? Find out this summer.
What's
And this
worth
family
more,
feature of the
the local library or a giant dog? Does the proportion of the dog? We're gonna explore whether the proportion of the dog is like any way related to the morality of the act, or if it's the same.
Does it make it any less of a dog if it's too big?
Damn, this dog's
does
too
it even
big.
count?
It's not even like
I will.
worth life anymore. It's so big.
Yeah, we're doing great. This will get picked up pretty quickly.
Well,
Tight.
thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Good Comedy Podcast. It's been great. I'd like to give another special thank you to our guest this week, Maeve.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
John, anything that we need to plug?
Folks, we've got social media. We've got YouTube, obviously. If you like what you see or what we talked about, consider liking and subscribing. That would be cool. We also have Instagram, Twitter. We've been pretty active on TikTok lately. I'm running out of skits to post up there, so if you have any ideas on what we should do for TikToks, let me know. And we've got a Patreon.
Damn, we
I'll-
get
I'll-
hyped.
We'll post something on Patreon soon, someday. But that's
Yeah.
it.
Maeve, anything you'd like to plug?
No, I should. I need to refocus on social media, but I don't have anything at the moment.
All right. Well, once again, big thank you to our guest and to our listeners, and have a happy birthday.
That one's for you, Pat.
Got his ass.